Hi everybody, this is Margaret. I'm so glad you're joining me, and of course my sister's parrot, Mama's. And these are some of my paintings behind me. We have the cute little robin and bluebird, and also our Hawaii plumeria, and the scenery of the moon and its beautiful flowering jacaranda trees around it. We have one of those in our front yard, and it's just, oh my gosh, purple flowers everywhere. So anyways, today what we're going to look at is life and creativity. Do you have something more to give? Is something within you not being the way that you want it to be created, to have the creativity that you are meant to be? I mean, even our bird, she's a little feather picker, but what she does is she has to create a nest every day. She takes a roll of toilet paper, shreds it up, and builds a nest, and then shows it to us every day. That's 28 rolls a month that she's using. Even the bird is instinctively creative. Are you expressing your soulful expression of creativity is what I want to talk to you about. I mean, everything in nature is always creating, all the universe, new stars. If you feel stagnant and you're stuck in your life and it doesn't feel good, it's because it's not natural for you not to create. I mean, it is the essence. I mean, you look at children, they're always creating, make-believe characters and drawing and painting. It is in their psyche to be able to create continuously. And so what I want to do is I want you to think of the last time that you were super creative. I mean, where things were just flowing. It was just like you were in the ebb and flow of the ocean. That's how powerful it was. What were you doing at that time to be that creative? What was happening in your life? How did you feel when you were in that flow of creativity? Because we want to bring that back. I mean, even our cells, our bones, and our body are continuously changing and creating new cells. I mean, it's in our nature to be able to create. I mean, the whole planet is incomprehensibly creating. I mean, from the creatures everywhere in the sky, they are creating new migratory pathways, to the ocean depths where, you know, the deepest, darkest creatures of ocean fish are. They're even creating down there in the bottom depths. Everything. All trees are branching out, expressing creativity. Even a little blade of grass will come up through cement because it wants to create life. Life in its essence, life in its beauty, life in all its forms and all its beauty and all its creativity. I mean, just like our little bird here. I mean, if she isn't creating, she's a squawker, let me tell you. She has a big mouth. And of course, you naturally want to have a conscious choice to create. Setting aside time where you have even block time. I mean, you might have work, you might have different things that are going on, family, friends, work, you know, team members, all different kinds of things. But setting aside that creativity time so you can expand and be free. Because you always have something to give, no matter what. Even if you're not a creative person, you are a creative person. Like my sister was saying, she's, you know, mathematical genius, she's computer whiz, she's all these amazing left brain things. She says, I'm not creative. I says, you're super creative, but you're creative in mathematics, you're creative in finance. I mean, it's the imagineering of what you are creating. So it doesn't have to be painting, it doesn't have to be sculpting, it doesn't have to be Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Albert Einstein. It can be your own creation of what you were meant to do. Because when you ignore your creativity, what happens is a lot of people will suffer pain. Their intuition will cease to flourish. And what happens is they feel unfulfilled, okay? It's the restrictive flow of movement, because everything is energy, everything's moving, it's always growing, always expanding, it's velocity multiplied. So when you're creating, that's what's happening. You feel happy, you feel inspired. Afterwards, you want to step into that place where you have discovery and exploration. And all of these things are being able to expand, just like computer programmers and accountants and politicians. All of you were meant to be creative. And it doesn't have to be in a traditional way. It can be in your own way, in your own form. So basically, whatever you call your creative spark and your luminary, more peaceful, more fun things will begin to grow and to tower up when you are in that creativity. And what happens is you get to move forward quicker. When you are stepping into creativity, you could be even running at the bird. She's like, I gotta be creative, I gotta fly. So come back here, mamas. Come here, mamas. Come here. Come here. Come on, birdie. Come here, birdie. Well, anyways, she's just having the time of her life right now. Anyway, so what I want you to do is I want you to write down 5 things this week that you could be creative for. Okay, just think of them. All right, 5 things off of the top of your head that you haven't done maybe in a long time, or maybe that's something that hits you like a wind, a fresh wind, just blows across your brain, and you feel like, I haven't done that. Like the other day, I went rollerblading in this area down in Southern California that is flowering like just the Garden of Eden. And it's like paradise. And I ran into some people that were just surprised to see me. So it was just an intuition. I got to go rollerblading in this area, and I did. And so what happened is it was just an amazing rendezvous with some people that, I haven't seen in a while. So when you believe you can get 1,000%, we're talking 1,000% results and increase in your creativity, then that's when things will begin to turn, on a dime. Your paradigm will shift. Everything will begin to move rapidly. It's like rapid fire. It's almost like your electrons in your body and your neutrons and your neurons in your brain are firing and wiring because you are creating in a whole new way, and just letting that wind of the universe just begin to expand upon your heart, soul, mind, and being. So that way you can be in that state of ecstasy, the state of astonishment, the state of awe, the state of wonder, the state of fascination. Otherwise, you'll stay in a state of problems. You'll stay in a place of muck and mire, and where you are almost in pain or depressed or discouraged, because you need to be able to create. Like I said, it can even be as simple as a workout. Going to the gym. I go swimming, and to me that's super creative. So that way I can step into my feelings of feeling good for the day. And that's what I want for you. And so I just want you to think that you are infinite. You are filled with aspiring, abundant creativity, transmitting, being a deliberate co-creator of abundance, opening up collective conscious fields, exhilarating wellness, health, abundance, and prosperity and outcomes. Because the more support you receive, the more powerful you become. And the more powerful that your intuition and your creative wisdom will begin to flourish, almost like a hot air balloon that begins to ascend up. You'll just ascend. You'll be in this place of ascension. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think of yourself as the most extraordinary, building, popular, and extravagant in your creativity. And as you do this, you'll begin to see things shift, a whole different paradigm shift. So I want to thank you for joining me. This is Margaret Hardway from Awaken Creative Women Entrepreneurs. Go to my website, get my free ebook, check it out, you'll love it. Gold Rush Women, Step into Your Heroine Moment. You will just absolutely be blown away with it. I've got so many tips and tricks coming up for you. So looking forward to talking to you soon.